lemon meringue, smallest cheesecake. I don't know what this yellow one is. Hello, my name is Joe Pera, and I do appreciate how fortunate I am to be driving a car like this.
Adult Swim has always been extremely experimental with their programming and has always followed a pattern of putting out shows that are very dreamlike and isolated from the rest of reality. When Adult Swim puts a show on air, it doesn't have to be the next big thing or take the world by storm. The channel trusts the show to find its own audience. However, when a show is bad, it's forgotten, but when a show is good, it tends to stick out from the rest and represent Adult Swim. There are exceptions though, and one of those exceptions is Joe Pera Talks with You.
So there's nothing you can do?
There was nothing I could do, except for this.
That's not bad.
Joe Pera is a character-based comedian that has evolved through the years and has been perfecting his persona over time through mediums such as old skits, a web series where he tries to make it in the entertainment industry with Connor O'Malley, and reviewing pancakes for MTV. Once he got an animated Adult Swim special titled Joe Pera Talks You to Sleep, he had solidified his place to be more than just a comedian trying to make it in the big city. Afterwards, he was featured on Conan, which was a great boost. Even if he didn't have to put on a character for certain occasions, such as interviews, he still did due to his inspiration from comedians like Andy Kaufman.
Tell me about Taxi. Would you like a tissue? Would you like a tissue?
Soon enough, Joe Pera was given another opportunity to make another Adult Swim special. This time, it was about picking the best tree for Christmas. It was a 30-minute short that had plenty of potential for full 11-minute episodes.
It's 7 foot tall, tapering from the top at a 40-degree angle. Straight trunk, uniform density. There's not a bare spot either. Your father-in-law could circle it 100 times and never find an empty patch. Field goal. What? Finding the perfect tree is like kicking a field goal into the wind, and you're kicking for Michigan against Michigan State in the annual game. You are a weirdo, and you made my kids weirdos. You married me only because you're so good at sex.
I used that potential to make the first season of Joe Pera Talks with You. I began taking notice of the show when Adult Swim ran ads on social media and television for it. It was definitely something I had to keep my eye on, and it was absolutely worth it. From the beginning to the end of season 1 was great.
How about we take a break? Because a very special guest stopped by to help get you excited for the concert. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm gonna go get him. Hi, I'm John Denver. Anyone know who John Denver is? Mason, give John Denver the Red Bull.
The show follows Joe Pera, a choir teacher who is soft-spoken and lives a simple life on the surface. But the more you learn about him, the more complex he becomes. He grows into a likable, kind person that enjoys learning and telling the audience about an assortment of topics. In the first episode, Joe talks about how awesome iron can be in great detail. However, when he tries to give children iron, they have no interest in it. To say the tracks don't fit Joe Pera's style of comedy is an understatement. The soundtrack is amazing, and Ryan Dan did an amazing job on it. It is definitely a fitting sound for the show.
Snowmobiles.
My personal favorite track is definitely Snowmobiles, which was made for the final episode of the season. It fits the theme of the episode really well, and it just sounds pleasant to the ears.
Snowmobiles. Hello. My name is Joe Pera. This program was supposed to be about cold weather sports.
As you watch the show more, you begin to learn about how Joe Pera is fascinated by just about everything, from a Canadian war on rats,
From when the rats first arrived on the Saskatchewan border in 1950 and crop supervisor William Lobay conceived a way to stop them, to the creation of the official program that continues to this day and probably will forever because the rats will never stop trying to get in.
to fireworks.
This reminds me of something I've been wondering about. How come people don't cheer after every firework?
Throughout the series, he repeatedly runs into the new band teacher where he works, Sarah Connor. As the show unfolds, we learn more about Sarah, who quickly becomes his love interest. I refuse to spoil too much as it could ruin your watching experience. However, it all leads up to episode 9, the final episode that involves Joe getting off track of his normal format in favor of Sarah. I really recommend you watch all the episodes as they're free on AdultSwim.com. They're short and made with care to ensure that the serialized plot don't overtake the series until episode 9. It's more than apparent that the people who worked on the show had a passion for it. At last, though, after a year and a half after Season 1's original premiere, Season 2 will hit Adult Swim on December 6th. I really look forward to the new season, and it looks like it has potential to build off what made the first season so amazing. I'm excited to see the new episodes, and I can't wait to see what topics he wants to tell us about in Season 2, as well as what will happen after the amazing conclusion of Season 1.
Snowmobiles. Snowmobiles. I think I'm finally starting to understand them.